What's good? What's going on? Shout out to all of my great ones worldwide. It's your man King Nabby the Great. Another movie review. This time for a film directed by Craig Gillespie. The film is entitled I, Tonya. It's based on the true story of Tonya Harding and her controversy around the 1994 Olympic Games with Nancy Kerrigan. Without further ado, walk with me. Now, I, Tonya is a story, to set up the scene quickly. I'm an 80s baby. I was a young child in the early 90s. And I remember the controversy with Tonya Harding and Nancy Kerrigan. I remember it vividly. It's such a infamous moment in the history of Olympics worldwide, in the history of Olympic figure skating. That it's a crazy situation. It's nominated for 3 Oscars right now. Margot Robbie I think is very deserving of an Oscar for her portrayal of Tonya Harding. She did a knockout job. Allison Janney played Tonya Harding's mother. Oh my goodness, like that character just stole the show. She stole every single scene that she was in. Sebastian, aka the Winter Soldier, he does a magnificent job as Tonya Harding's husband. The film editing, which is another Oscar that it's up for, the film editing was seamless, was great. Now, let me get into my review. I don't even want to take too much of your time. This is a great film. This is how you do a biopic. This is how you do a movie that's based on a true story. They're giving a masterclass. This is the same way that I felt about the Steve Jobs movie, the one written by Aaron Sorkin, directed by Danny Boyle, that came out a couple years back. I thought that was masterful as well. Because they take this specific period of time and they're able to create a story around it that gives you so much reason and so much depth behind why these people did what they did. Tonya Harding has been vilified in American media. She, just as was said, she's the butt of a joke. She's a villain. Nobody likes her anymore. It's a sad story. When you watch the film, you're going to feel bad for Tonya Harding. You're going to kind of understand exactly where she came from. I didn't even, especially me being younger, someone who was older in that time in the 90s, who was an adult or, you know, maybe a older teen, could maybe tell me how they looked at Tonya Harding personally, but I never knew that that America even realized that she was like this quote unquote white trash type trailer park trash type girl. I didn't know that she was even from that background. I just see figure skating and I see dainty figure skaters, and that's just, you know, the perception. That's a stereotype of a figure skater, that they're dainty, la la. That's not Tonya Harding at all. That's not where she came from. That's not how her mother raised her. Her mother raised her into a machine. She went through so much life, so much abuse through her life, with her mother. She had to watch her father leave the house due to her mother. She had to see Sebastian, the man that she loved, abuse her as well. Apparently she fought back, though. She wasn't a victim. Apparently. It's just a wild, crazy story. And then when you see how dumb her husband and his friend is, and how they concocted this scheme to take Nancy Kerrigan basically out so that Tonya Harding would have a better chance of winning, it's crazy. It's a crazy story. I can't say, let's go straight to the rating. This gets the fire emoji. This is an instant classic. Throughout the entire movie, I was glued to the screen. Even if you're not aware of the situation, if you weren't alive in that time, or if you were just too young to even remember it, when you watch this movie, you're going to get the gist of everything. You're going to understand it. It's going to interest you regardless of whether you've heard of Tonya Harding or you never heard of her in your life. You're going to enjoy this movie. Great performances once again by Margot Robbie. Great performance by Allison Janney. Great performance by Sebastian. Great performance by the entire cast of characters. Great directing and filmmaking by Craig Gillespie, who I believe also did The Finest Hours recently. So it looks like he's making his entrance into, you know, he's going to be making his entrance into big time Hollywood films if he chooses to. Other than that, he's definitely going to put out some great smaller films, as we can see that he's done with this. A great film. I haven't seen all of the films yet. I'm working my way up to seeing all of the films that were nominated for Best Picture. However, I, Tonya was not one of them, and I think that I, Tonya was deserving. It was a masterful film. I loved it. Let me know what you think. If you've seen the film, let me know what you think of the film. What you think of the movie. I don't want to spoil it for you, which is why we're not going in depth, because there's so many things I could talk about. I don't want to spoil it though. Let me know what you think of the film. Let me know what you think of my review as well. If you haven't seen it, let me know if, you know, my review hopefully influences you to go see it, because I feel that this is a must-watch film. Please like this video if you like it. Please share this video. Please subscribe if you enjoy movies, music, and entertainment as much as I do. It's your man, King Nabby the Great. Be great in life, and life will be great to you. Say grandioso en la vida, y la vida será grandioso para ti. Creativity, abundance, and prosperity to all. And I'm out.